for goal from a somewhat unlikely angle there. It's Dani Ceballos bursting forward, gives it to Marco Asensio. Asensio on the run now. Once he gets going, he's very hard to stop. Great ball for Ronaldo. Into the box, Ronaldo chips it to the far post. Borja Mayoral is there. Plays it into the middle. It's just about cleared.
Well, you really do feel that Real Madrid can score with every attack. Asensio playing the ball carrier, finding Cristiano out wide. Dani Ceballos also winning over the Bernabeu with every touch he takes.
I think it's what you've got as the nucleus of this Real Madrid team is Spain's under-21s. Marcos Llorente with Dani Ceballos in midfield, Marco Asensio alongside them, Borja Mayoral up front. All these players were with Spain at the under-21 European Championships in the summer. They know each other so well. And with Ramos, Llorente.
Another great thing to see is the number of canteranos on the pitch for Real Madrid today. Really positive for the club. Players coming through the system.
Expect to see more of those later on in the game as well. Looking at the bench, the likes of Alvaro Tejero, Manu Hernando, Oscar Rodriguez.
Players coming through who really understand values of the club, what it stands for, the way these players are brought up to play. It's an exciting time to be a Madridista.
Achraf Hakimi looking for the give and go with Borja Mayoral just over here, but keeps it in. Achraf now turns inside, beats his man, puts the left-footed cross in. It's cleared away. As far as Asensio on the edge of the box, Dani Ceballos, and they both fancied a crack at goal from there.
Hunger and desire from both just got in each other's way. They've linked up nicely here. Well, that's number 9, Gio Simeone, who's playing up front on his own, back tackling Dani Ceballos. There's that beautiful nutmeg, drew the applause of the Bernabeu earlier.
It's already 2 nutmegs I think we've seen from Dani Ceballos inside the first 15 minutes here. Really making the most of this opportunity at the Bernabeu. Ceballos played just 10 minutes against Barcelona here. It's only official minutes to date. Marcos Llorente, of course, played 18 minutes against Depor at the weekend. Zidane gradually integrating these young players into his first team plans. If last season anything to go by, they'll all get their chance at some stage because there's just so many games over the course of the season.
One of the other great things about this squad that's been assembled by and for Zinedine Zidane is this balance between experience and youth and energy. Players who can learn so much from the more senior members of the squad.
That was noticeable, wasn't it, about the players that joined this Real Madrid squad over the summer, bringing back Marcos Llorente and Jesus Vallejo from loan, bringing in Theo Hernandez, Dani Ceballos. These are all players 19, 20 years of age. Marcos Llorente, 22. The average age of this Real Madrid first team squad is just getting lower and lower every year. It's clearly a policy that the club are looking to pursue, bringing in the best young, preferably Spanish talent. Fiorentina playing their part as well so far, looking comfortable on the ball, playing some decent passing football. Of course, they open the scoring, if you're just joining us. It's in just the 4th minute. Here's Biraghi getting forward, left footed into the middle. Good touch from Gio Simeone. Almost catching Kiko Casilla off guard there and off balance.
Just had to get his feet right there, Kiko Casilla. It's a deflection from Sergio Ramos that really put him off.
Oh, it's a corner kick to Fiorentina as a result. This Fiorentina side, a mixture really of first teamers and some players who tend to be substitutes. What an effort that was, my goodness me. Off the crossbar. There was a suspicion as it bounced down, was it going to cross the line? I'd have to see it again. What an acrobatic overhead kick. Remarkable stuff from Fiorentina. Again, they certainly are playing their part.
It struck Kiko Casilla. He didn't know much about it. Comes off the crossbar first.
Number 13, Astori, the captain. What an effort. You're right, Kiko Casilla just wasn't sure where the ball was because it happened so fast. Almost deserved a goal for the athleticism there. Fortunately, of course, from a Real Madrid perspective, didn't go in.
Spectacular effort. Davide Astori, one of the key men for Fiorentina. 16 changes to their squad this season. Players like Astori really necessary to try and organise and unite this team.
Well, there are a number of players starting tonight who started their Serie A game at the weekend. Sportiello in goal is one. Astori as centre-back is another one of those. Veretout in midfield as well. Simeone up front. Gil Diaz, the Portuguese winger, is another one. So there are plenty of first teamers here. So you see another one there, the number 10, Valentin Ayseric, French attacking wide player. So again, credit to Fiorentina. They have come here with a really strong 11.
That play that we just saw really showed the value of Marcos Llorente, the way he won the ball back so quickly. Ashraf was looking to play a quick 1-2 and get away. Llorente was alive.
Just a misplaced pass there from Lucas Vazquez. Again, Fiorentina going direct, looking straight for Gio Simeone. Hasn't been in the club long, already looks well integrated into their style of play. He'll be targeting perhaps 15 Serie A goals this year to improve on his return last campaign.
Nacho marshalling him well on that occasion.
It's great, by the way, to see at the Bernabeu this season the Real Madrid fans, the singing section there right behind the goal. They used to be higher up in the stadium, of course, until last year. Moved down over the summer. Should really add to, if anything, the atmosphere at the Bernabeu. The fact you've got your most vocal fans there right behind the goal.
Not only have they been moved down from further up in the stadium, they've also been given 500 extra seats, so you have 500 more voices joining the chorus. You can hear the difference already. Great atmosphere for the return leg of that match with Barcelona.
Wasn't it just? Certainly helped, of course, by the way the team played. That man Marco Asensio's goal really got things started. Helped the party atmosphere that night at the Bernabeu. It's a very good atmosphere here tonight as well. Here's Nacho, bit of space for the centre-back. Gets his head up, considers his options, gives it to Lucas. Now Marcos Llorente into the feet of Borja Mayoral. Lucas again looking over the top for Mayoral.
Just so calm and assured on the ball, Marcos Llorente. An old head on young shoulders, as you were saying earlier, Alex. Because Vazquez just loses his footing. Nacho tidies up.
Great work by Nacho, who I thought was one of Real Madrid's best players against Deportivo La Coruña at Riazor at the weekend. Great work from Marco Asensio to Teo. Teo, a slow cross in. Really attacked that ball at pace. It was cut out at the near post.
Time and time again, it's Asensio terrorising this Fiorentina defence, drawing players in and releasing to the right and the left. Talk about great young players. Well, Marco Asensio,
arguably the best young player of his kind in the world right now, as the header from Nacho. It's just over the bar.
Frustrated with himself, Nacho. A free header inside the box. Knows he can do so much better. Great delivery from Asensio. Perfect pace and flight. Nacho, head in hands. Could easily have been 2-1.
Had some space for the header, Nacho. He'll be disappointed with himself that he couldn't keep that ball down. Chiesa there. Mentioned one of the players involved this evening with famous fathers. He was a great striker. His dad for Italy.
His father won titles with Sampdoria, Parma, Fiorentina. A youth product, Federico Chiesa.
If he's half as good as his dad, he'll be some player. Fiorentina work the ball out to the left again. It's Eserik. Teo Hernandez goes across. Interception from Ceballos, and Kiko Casilla is alert to it. Ronaldo gives it back to Ramos, now out to Teo. Does look like a pretty straight 4-4-2 for Real Madrid this evening. Of course, Ceballos and Llorente in the central positions, Lucas on the right, Asensio on the left, and then Ronaldo and Mayoral together up front. Yeah, I've mentioned we've seen quite a tactical flexibility from Zidane in the last year or so. Again in depth, or it was something like a 4-4-2 at the weekend, but with kind of a midfield diamond with an Isco at its point. It does seem that Zidane isn't particularly wedded to one particular system, but chooses his team, his formation, depending on the opponents, depending on the occasion. Gio Simeone keeps that ball in play, runs at Akraf, who almost loses his footing. Simeone's cross is just overhit. Being chased here is Diaz. Fouls Teo in the process.
Yeah, it's not just saying, Alex, that fact that Zinedine Zidane is not wedded to one single tactical formation really allows Real Madrid to set up in so many different ways and keep that element of surprise. It seems Zidane always likes to leave one surprise in his lineup. We've seen them play in a variety of ways. 4-3-3, we've seen them play 4-2-3-1, a favourite of his when he was manager at Castilla, Zidane.
Akraf goes to ground. You heard him cry in a bit of pain there as the challenge came in from Biraghi. Looks to be okay, Akraf Hakimi. It's a strong challenge. Came flying in. There was no foul according to the referee. Bear in mind for Fiorentina, what a kind of high-profile game this is. Of course, not involved in European football this season. They may not be for quite some time. The chance for them to come and play in the Bernabeu in front of a big crowd. It's a big occasion for some of these players, certainly some of the younger players.
And I think you can really see that reflected in the team that they've chosen today. Quite a strong team, quite a high number of first-team starters. They had a heavy defeat to Inter Milan on the opening day of their Serie A season. They don't want to come here and be embarrassed.
Did struggle against Inter. A couple of goals for Mauro Icardi in that 3-0 defeat. It's tough for Fiorentina fans to see Borja Malero in the Inter midfield as well. A player who was at Fiorentina for 5 years, was really the heartbeat of their team. Loved Florence, loved the city. He's even got 1 or 2 Florence-themed tattoos, Borja Malero. That's how attached he was to the place. So the fans were really sad to see him move on.
Well, there was a popular movement from the fans who tried to get him to stay and let left a really bitter taste in the mouth, particularly for the fans and recriminations. It's been a tough summer for the Violas.
It's reminded a bit actually of famously when the great Roberto Baggio left Fiorentina, moved to Juventus for at the time a world record fee. There were literally riots in the streets after that move. That's just how strongly they lived their football over there. They really were not happy with losing Roberto Baggio, who of course at that time was one of the world's best players, who'd been 5 years also at Fiorentina.
Clubs like Fiorentina, Napoli, real passionate supporters. They'll want to see their team and their club rebuilt as quickly as possible. They've got quite the war chest with the players that they've sold. It's a difficult market.
Real Madrid free kick here. Asensio plays it in left-footed. Goalkeeper comes and gets a hand to it. It's out with Teo. Teo cuts inside. Good ball from him for Nacho. Nacho's touch for then Lucas into the middle. Ramos was there, Ronaldo too.
What a backheel that was from Nacho. Every now and then we see him doing something sensational. Recall that goal in the Copa del Rey last season, could easily have been Real Madrid's goal of the season. For me it was. That scissor kick against Tarragona.
Zidane there on the sidelines. Not looking too pleased with what he's seen so far. I think Madrid have been good, of course. They won't have been happy with conceding that early goal. Well, they've been pleased they so quickly got the equaliser. Since then, Fiorentina hit the bar, Madrid having more possession. Just need to work on that final ball. Again, Ramos getting forward. His pass is intercepted, and now it's the turn of Fiorentina to break. Looking for Gio Simeone. Cut out by Nacho.
Great anticipation by Nacho again.
Asensio. Linking up with Dani Ceballos, in now to Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo, clever ball, spots the run of Lucas Vázquez, who's popped up now on the left-hand side. Wins a corner.
Just keeping track of where the Real Madrid players are playing is a task in itself. 4 opposition defences. Ronaldo popping up all over the pitch. Asensio dropping deep and taking the ball to the defence. Lucas Vázquez is on the right, he's on the left. So difficult to mark.
Asensio here, lovely left-footed ball in, just a bit too close to Sportiello, the keeper. Just over half an hour played in the Santiago Bernabeu trophy. Real Madrid won, Fiorentina won in this 38th edition. Real Madrid looking for their 27th Bernabeu trophy win. Lucas Vázquez just limping away from that challenge. Looks to be okay now.
It is an illustrious list when you look down through the winners of this trophy. Real Madrid, of course, topping the charts, but you have the likes of Bayern Munich, AC Milan, Inter Milan, Ajax.
Some big teams involved over the years. Fiorentina is certainly up there. As we mentioned, one of the biggest clubs in Italy historically. It's Ronaldo taking on his man into the box. Ronaldo, oh my goodness me, what a goal from Cristiano Ronaldo. Taking advantage of his minutes on the pitch here, Ronaldo set up the first goal for Borja Mayoral, and now he's scored himself, and what a goal from Cristiano Ronaldo.
Absolutely stunning from Cristiano Ronaldo, and are you surprised? Time and time again, he comes up with the goods, he produces the spectacular. This is another goal to savour, another goal to remember. It's just what I do, it's just what I do, he says.
I love that shrug of the shoulders from Ronaldo. What a hit. Absolutely unstoppable. Sportiello, the goalkeeper, couldn't get anywhere near it. Classic vintage Ronaldo, really. Stepping inside, onto his right foot, sticks it in the top corner. What a strike from Ronaldo.
An almost carbon copy of the goal that he scored against Barcelona when he left Piqué for dead. Drifted inside just like that, rifled it into the top corner. There's no stopping Cristiano Ronaldo.
So Real Madrid, having been a goal down in the Bernabeu Trophy, they now lead 2-1. This man Cristiano Ronaldo with a goal and an assist. Looking for more now. Here's Borja Mayoral dropping a little bit deeper. Dani Ceballos. Lots of quick, short passing here from Real Madrid. You just knew that Ronaldo would be hungry for goals in this game. He's that kind of player, wants to be out on the pitch, wants to be involved every single minute, every second. Of course, through no fault of his own, he's
upstaged
he's the
by
star.
The young guns today.
There's no doubt Ronaldo is always the star of this Real Madrid team. Every time he plays, every year, confounds his doubters, his critics, keeps getting better, keeps scoring goals. Last year, in the crucial climactic stages of the season, the Champions League knockout stages, was better than ever in terms of his contribution. Could be another special season for Cristiano Ronaldo. There's Nacho. Gives it to Marco Asensio. Holding off the challenge, he's fouled. Referee plays on initially. Just wants to have a little word there with Biraghi, because he was snapping into the challenge there on Asensio, looking to get tight to him, but maybe a little bit too tight.
It must be frustrating to play against a player like Marco Asensio. So good with the ball at his feet. Can take it past you, can pass it around you, can shoot without going past you.
Ronaldo going for goal there from way out. Ambitious effort, which was always just heading wide.
He's been so impressive already today, Ronaldo. The way he's dropped back and linked up, provided that assist and that spectacular goal. Marcelo can't believe his eyes.
Big smiles from Marcelo and Casemiro on the bench there. Here's Theo Hernandez, has a bit of space on the left, gets his head up. Gaspar comes across. Can only find a Fiorentina player though. It's intercepted there by Ramos. Akraf. Marcus Llorente has already had as many touches as any other player on the pitch, probably. Here's Theo Hernandez looking for Ronaldo, brought down by Ronaldo. It runs through to Lucas Vázquez. Ronaldo into Marcus Llorente. He's being fouled, surely. Referee plays on. There's Gio Simeone. Llorente tracks him every step of the way. Want to throw in as well. He's also deceptively tough, Marcus Llorente. He's not the biggest, he's not necessarily the tallest, he's quite rangy at times. But he really gets stuck in, he enjoys a midfield scrap as much as anyone. Lovely give and go there with Lucas Vázquez and Akraf Hakimi.
You often talk about the finesse and the finer parts of the Spanish game, but all of that is really backed up by a real determination. No fear of getting involved in the more physical element of the game.
Well, you think about the great Spain sides of recent years, they've all had players who know how to handle themselves. The same is true of this Real Madrid side. It's got that combination of skill and steel. You look at the likes of Ramos at the back, Casemiro in midfield, Bale, Ronaldo. These are all strong, physically dominant players. They also just happen to be very good on the ball. It's picked up here by Borja Mayoral, out to Theo Hernandez. Challenge from Gio Simeone on Lucas Vázquez was a foul.
Well, almost 40 minutes gone and positives all over the park for Real Madrid. Big performances from Marco Asensio. Goal for Borja Mayoral. Huge involvement from Dani Ceballos and Marcos Llorente.
Well, here's Cristiano Ronaldo into the box looking for his second goal of the game. Went for the no-look pass there. Appeal for handball, gets it back. Ronaldo was looking to pick out Theo again. It's Cristiano Ronaldo.
It really looks like he's enjoying himself tonight.
Big round of applause as well from the crowd here. Again, it's with the Portuguese. Ronaldo into the box. Thought about going for the goal from a similar position to the one he scored from.
Fiorentina just cannot get out.
Great play from Sergio Ramos. Now Dani Ceballos. Good touch from Dani to Borja Mayoral. Goes past the defender. Borja Mayoral went to ground. He didn't appeal for a penalty kick. He'd done really well. Just couldn't quite get on the end of his own touch there.
Just tried a little auto passe, as the Spanish like to call it. Couldn't get around the other side. Borja, good idea. It was another threatening attack. It feels like Fiorentina haven't been here in a long time. Into
the last 5 minutes of this first half of the Santiago Bernabéu trophy. Real Madrid's in possession, leading 2-1. Again, we've seen the two Real Madrid wingers switch sides. Lucas on the left, Marco Asensio nominally on the right. Really good atmosphere here at the Bernabéu. Fans in fine voice for what is a friendly game. It's of course a time of year, August in the Spanish capital, when so many people get out of town, go away, head to the beach, but considering that, really good turnout here for this game.
You mentioned the ticket prices earlier, Alex. Great opportunity for perhaps some visitors and people who don't generally get to come and watch a game here in the Santiago Bernabéu to see their heroes up close.
And this is a Real Madrid side that you want to see, because it's not just any Real Madrid side. This is a team that's just retained the Champions League, that's just won the La Liga title, that's just won the European Super Cup, the Spanish Super Cup, won 2 so far out of 6 potential trophies this season. It's starting to feel like a particularly golden era, even by this club's standards, and that means that people want to come and see this team because they know that it really is something special, even by Real Madrid standards.
And not just the current starting 11 either. There's a feeling that you really are watching the future of Real Madrid here. Such a young side on the pitch today, leading by 2-1 against Fiorentina, playing some sparkling football.
Dani Ceballos there being put under pressure, managed to retain possession, plays it back to Kiko Casilla. He picks out Lucas Vázquez. Ronaldo wants it, so too does Borja Mayoral. He finds Ronaldo. Great touch first time from him for Lucas. Lucas just bounces off the challenge then. Was looking for Asensio. And Ceballos. Dani Ceballos, who was voted the best player in Europe at the Under-21 European Championships this summer.
What's really great about Ceballos also is his personal tactical flexibility also.
You see Borja Mayoral there testing Sportiello from long range, forcing a decent save from the goalkeeper. It's a vicious effort from Mayoral. It'll be another Real Madrid corner. Are there more goals to come from this first half? Asensio's corner. Just looking for Ronaldo, brought down by Dani Ceballos. Great touch from the midfielder to control the ball. Ceballos gets his head up, plays it in. Ramos was there, Ronaldo was there, Nacho was there as well. They just couldn't get on the end of it.
That's how close it was, says Ceballos. Turned, could easily have taken the shot. Instead, just skims off the head of Sergio Ramos and Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, as the half has grown on, Real Madrid have really grown into this game and taking control and are out here enjoying themselves against Fiorentina. You really feel like it won't be long until that third goal does come in the second half, obviously. Interesting to see also the changes that Zinedine Zidane makes. An important league game coming up on the weekend against Valencia.
There is the half-time whistle in the Santiago Bernabeu trophy. Real Madrid leading Fiorentina by 2-1. The Italians took the lead through Veretout, but then Borja Mayoral and that man Cristiano Ronaldo made it 2-1 to put Los Blancos on top in this game. Expect plenty of substitutions over the course of the second half. Expect more entertainment and more goals as well. The second half coming up very shortly here on Real Madrid TV.